Oh, God fucking. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Exciting. Hello. We are here. It is a thing. Hi. I just like, I don't know. I have nothing to say. I really have nothing to say. I keep thinking I have something to say, but I don't. Good evening. Good evening. So nice to see you guys. Hello. Hello. Was he always a mod? He joined in as mod a while now. I think a couple months now. But hello, everybody. My name is Leva. I love to travel and I suck at geography. Since last August during a Christian stream. Is that why you have to come back around every Christian stream now? Does anybody on Twitch notice something different for Twitch? Welcome. Thank you so much for lurking. I appreciate it. I also owe you a voice line. Don't think I forgot. Does anybody on Twitch? Does it? Good evening. Good evening. So nice to see you. It is nice to see you guys. It is nice to see you guys go through this shit with me. Thank you, Cyanide. Okay, besides the new emote, which, by the way, guess what? We have a new emote by the Revna. The shout outs to Revna, who so kindly, is it underscore VT? Yeah, boy. Okay, who so kindly was literally listening in on this. Why did I not hear that? Was listening in on this. And I like literally was just like, oh my god, that surprise Pikachu is so good. Can we do one? And then they did it like that night. It's amazing. It's amazing. New hairdo? No, no, no. I guess maybe it's not that different if you've seen my like YouTube stream, right? But I did change my mic for anybody who's only been watching me on Twitch. Yeah. Everybody else, everybody here is like, oh, I heard it. I heard it. It was, I saw it. I was on your YouTube. Oh, right. Oh, right. How does it sound? Apparently it's like super crispy and I can like breathe really hard into it and then make your like ears pop like, you know? I don't hear a difference, but I might be tone deaf. Well, actually, I don't think that has to do with tone, but it's okay that you don't hear a difference. It sounds crispier than Popeye's chicken. That's amazing. Sounds crispier than pea, something like that. I don't know. That's so funny. My roommate literally just messaging me on Discord like, yeah, the audio sounds great. And I'm like, what the thank you for watching me. Everybody say hi, Tamanegi. Holy fuck, I'm too high for Christian. That's the only way you can actually have Christian. Hello? Nobody sober can watch this. Hello? But hello. So good to see you guys. So good to see you guys. For real though, for real though. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are watching the new episode of Christian, and afterwards we are going to move on to our next fun lol cow that we do. Honestly, I feel like this should be a segment. We should just continue on with this segment and like every week have like a new lolcow to just watch about. Or not just like a lolcow, but like just hear about recent dramas from like YouTubers or TikTokers or whatever and just react to that because I live for the drama, not even gonna lie. Oh no, we're doing both Christian and Nikocado Avocado. Oh god, Christian. My favorite is last time we rated Hazami after our Christian watch update, and Hazami had no idea who Christian was, and I was like, oh no, don't make me do it again. Don't make me do it again. Anyways, thank you so much. Today we are watching Christian, A Comprehensive History, part 65. We watched all the other parts before, basically all of August for sure of last year, and then we just updated ourselves with the last 3 or 4 episodes last week. So the only thing that is kind of crazy to me, okay, is do you see this profile picture? Why is Gino Samuel's profile picture? Did they transition or what's going on? I'm just asking. Does anybody know? Because that's a whole other person that I do not know. Does anybody know? Right? Right? Gino did not look like that before. I'm not crazy, bro. Check out their cover. Hold on. Their cover is just Christian. Oh, wait. Hold on. What do you mean? Look at their 3 other channels. All 3 of their other channels right here. Okay? All have this. And their cover is Chris, which is normal for me. I'm like, that's just normal. But I'm trying to figure out this. And their Gino Samuel Japan isn't the same. Which, what the hell is in Gino Samuel? What? Oh, is this what you mean by cover? What? Wait, hold on. Okay. What the fuck? I had no idea. Oh my god. Gino, get it! We have to watch this before we start. We have to watch it. Hi, Shadow. Thank you so much for everybody saying Ted Bundy. Appreciate it. Wait, can I open it and it'll start there? Yes! Woo! Go for it, Gino! Woo! The editing. Oh my god. Let's go, bro. Mysterious Productions is now boarding. Welcome to Label Air. Hope you have a safe and enjoyable flight. Oh my god. I had no idea. This is the personality behind the genius. He's not just a good oh my god, that look in there, that was so crazy. Look at this. This is so much charisma. Listen, your pronouns may be he, but never him, because you'll never be him. Yeah, he's not just a Christorian. Oh my god. I'm so happy right now. This is Gino Samuel, dude. This is Gino Samuel, bro. What the fuck? This was 6 months ago. At the end of December 29. Or at the end of December, I mean. Stupid. Woo! I hate that, like, Liquid Chris also, Liquid Chris also, Gino also, everybody but Chris. That's the new TV show, everybody but Chris, bro. Is he in? Dude, I'm questioning of whether or not he actually lives in fucking Japan right now, because look at his doors. Look at his fucking doors. Instead of everybody hates Chris, it's everybody but Chris. I swear to God, seriously. I don't know if, wait, who? No, not Chris, Spook, not Chris. This goes so hard, bro. I will let this entire thing go. How long do we have? Oh my god, it's 6 minutes long. Wait, is the original 6 minutes long? Hi, 86, welcome in. Yeah, Gino lives in Japan. Holy fuck, Gino lives in Japan? Dude, wait, okay, hold on. Me liking him was supposed to be a joke, but like, I'm just saying. He's doing the full fucking version. I've never heard the full version. I'm so happy for this to be the first time I've ever heard the full version. Gino deserves it. Yes, Gino! Look at the way he fucking looks at the camera, bro. Just watch this. Oh my god, that editing! Oh my god, that editing just now, dude. You have to look at like the emotions that he like goes in with. He has so much. I want this confidence, and sometimes he'll look at the camera right at the end of this verse, right? And he's like really like trying to be smooth with it. I'm just watching his face because every once in a while he looks at you from like the corner of his eye. Don't worry. Let's see, let's see. Dude, this editing is so, I mean, obviously the editing is fire. That's a classic love. I love this so much. I'm sorry, this has to be the first 6 minutes before we get into the absolute chaos of Christian, okay? I'm just saying. Woo! Thank you, Lord, for this food and wine. Holy shit. Woo! Woo! That was way worth it. That was like crazy worth it. That was crazy worth it, you guys. We were fed today. You're right. Oh, bro, it's so, oh my god. Okay, this was so good. This was so good. Thank you so much, Axel, for bringing that to our attention. And now, without further ado, Christian, A Comprehensive History, Part 65. Is this a new one? It is a new one. It was released on the 16th of July, which was only a few days ago. 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. 5 days ago. It's time.
What made her this way?
Uh-oh.
What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated?
There's new ones. There's new ones. Captain Green Beans, go for it.
Of Christian.
Thanks, Foxo, dude. I'm gonna assume then that you about to use your Twitch Prime, right? Alrighty, let's get into it. I have nothing to say. I used to have like something to say, like, yeah, let's go. Thank you so much for
On July 29th,
doing this with me.
As Christine was on her way back home from attending the My Little Pony themed BronyCon convention, her mother's 2002 Dodge Caravan that she was driving broke down at a Sheetz gas station in Bealton, Virginia, a couple of hours from home. She posted of her troubles on Twitter, letting her followers know that she followed troubleshooting steps, but to no avail. She also text messaged Kiwi Farms user The Captain about her predicament, informing him that she had less than $20 between all of her financial accounts, which would make calling a tow truck near impossible. The Captain was then granted access to Chris's Twitter account to write that her insurance company, State Farm, would cover $100 in tow truck costs, but she still required another $100 in personal funds, and so encouraged followers to donate to her PayPal account.
This is sus.
After
I'm sus
receiving
about
enough
this. No way.
donations, The Captain returned to Twitter to post that a tow
Yeah,
truck
I can make it
was on
louder.
its way to pick up Chris and the car, and that Chris's mother, Barbara, was not angry, but rather sad and worried for her safety. While waiting,
This is sus.
Chris posted
This is
a
sus.
video on Twitter showing her pacing around the car as she waits for the tow truck.
Yep, this is me, killing time, waiting for the tow truck.
I
I'll be here
know.
in less than an hour, and what am I doing? I'm walking. I'm walking.
Good for you. You can lose a lot of calories just walking.
Around the bend.
I would know.
Round and around the bend.
It's not sus. Tow trucks
As
are
Chris was waiting
it's
in
sus that it's
precinct,
from
the
Chris
captain
Chan. That's what I
confirmed
mean.
That the gas station received several
Remind me how old
troll
Chris is
phone
here.
calls
Ooh, is this a no
accusing
spoiler
Chris
stream?
of
It is a no
begging
spoiler
instead
stream,
of being
yeah.
stranded.
Wait, I'm sorry. Just to say, this is a no spoiler stream, but we all know the one spoiler we talk about is that we all know about what Chris did to their mother and where they are now. That's the one thing.
In the early hours of July 30th, the tow truck picked up Chris and her mother's car. And
I don't know
upon
how old
arriving
they are
home,
here. Axel, do you
Christine
know
wrote
how old
that she
Chris
was
is
back
here?
home safely. And as a bonus, Barbara had cleaned up her bedroom while she was away, doing a quote-unquote good service. However, as revealed in a later text message sent to her teenage friends Lucas and Devil, Chris's mother threw out many of her possessions without consulting her beforehand, such as some of her favorite VHS tapes, which made Chris think that Barbara wanted to subconsciously force her to leave the house. In addition, Christine discovered her mother had thrown out her classic striped polo shirt.
What the fuck were they supposed to do with it?
Striped Ralph Lauren rugby shirt of mine is misplaced and we're looking, and my mother is trying to remember where she saw it. I fear she had trashed it by mistake, but Magi-chan informs me that the shirt is still here in the house somewhere.
Wow.
There were a number of full trash bags outside.
Okay. I mean, if Magi-chan let them know, though.
Back home, I, like I foresaw, felt very frustrated and upset. So I showed her what I recovered and told her how I felt. And, with her watching, I yelled at a body pillow, pretending it was her. I pretended I had my iconic shirt in hand, and I slapped.
Every pause that I have to take, I'm just going to I'm gonna tally it up. I'm gonna tally it up. That's one of the fucking, that says a lot. Exactly. Like, what do you think this is going to show her? What does that even mean? Hi, Hopeful. Nice to see you. Welcome back. Every pause is a shot of Liquor Lily drinking contest. I literally have a glass. I didn't want to say it, okay? I didn't want to say it, but I do have a glass of wine with me here. Hi, sweetie. Nice to see you, Lakshi. I do, okay? But tell me right now what the fuck they think this means, right? I don't understand. Right? I'm pretending it was her, and then at the bottom said, and even humped.
Punched and even humped.
Lil Share? No, Shady. You get your own bottle. You know I can down one.
Then, with that as her punishment for that reckless good intention misdeed, I forgave her for that whole mess. But I still miss my shirt, holes and all. So that is why I'm very interested in contacting Ralph Lauren to reproduce the shirt and make 3 of them for me. And right now, I'm looking on eBay for the same
I'm really
shirt.
surprised that that shirt lasted, I felt like, a very, very long time in their life.
As both of the Chandlers'
I mean, people probably hump your Lily Donkey. Yeah, but I'm nobody's mother, Hopeful. I hope other people are humping my Lily Donkey, but I'm nobody's mother. So that's a little different, don't you think? Like, the thing is that Chris was trying to Chris was trying to punish their mother by pretending the body pillow was their mother, and then beat them, and then humped them.
Walked 4 miles to the post office to send out a selection of items bought by her supposed fans.
It's different. It's different.
She posted a series of videos on Twitter documenting the event.
Foreshadowing.
Yes, indeed, I'm walking. You and me, I'm walking.
Right, now I can't fucking walk.
I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. You and me, I'm walking.
I can't fucking walk anymore. Oh!
Walking. You get to enjoy the scenery more.
They burp with me
driving on by. Spoiled children.
Thank you, 86. I'm glad you enjoy it.
After a while, she got to the post office and made another update video.
Hey everybody, guess what? I made it to the post office about 4:45 p.m.
Okay.
It started raining when I was halfway through, but I made it.
Okay.
I'm wet, but I'm alive. I'm enjoying the hydration.
What the fuck is that?
I'm shipping a bunch of autographed photos out, and I got an important package to pick up.
Another video update followed upon returning home.
Hey everybody, I just made it home.
I
I
just
walked
made it
every
home.
single step. Though I stopped at Taco Bell
Stop!
for a
No!
little edibles, a little filling, a little
Not
good
my
stuff.
Taco
But anyway,
Bell!
I walked the entire.
All right, that one deserves a treat. God fucking damn it. Dude, I feel like at this point there's a Venn diagram between me and Christian out there. I really feel that. There's gotta be a fucking Venn diagram. I can't. I'm so sad.
2+ miles. Let's check my Fitbit. Da-da-da-da-da.
Where the fuck did you get a Fitbit?
Woo! 23,000. But aside from that, I do thank y'all so much.
Whole
for
bingo sheet is
donating
filled
to
now?
help
Yeah,
me
we
in
should
this
start getting bingo
emergency
sheet out, for
situation.
real.
The money will be spent
We're gonna start doing weekly bingo sheets
to pay for the car.
for the lol cow streams,
As well.
okay? I swear
That's
to
all.
God.
Very good. I'm not cheating anyone. Everyone should know that by now. I'm direct, I'm honest, I'm sincerely kind. I'm awesome to hang out with. Okay?
You know, I feel like when you have to put out
On the
there that you're
final day
awesome
of
to hang
July,
out with, it
Christine
says a
went
lot.
to Facebook to write that she apparently found out what one of the so-called 69 special Sonichus and Rose Chews looked like. She then detailed and drew the appearance of Sturbanchu, a Sonichu character introduced to her by the Idea Guys. She also revealed her
What's
incomplete
wrong with
list
them?
of the 69 special Sonichus, a concept also brought to her by the Idea Guys.
Imaginary
Joshua Wise
dad
and Stephen
Sonichu?
Boyd.
What?
These included Chris's own original Sonichus.
Any yacht?
and the
Oh, wait,
large
I want to see this. Blaze Bob Sonichu, Beady Sonichu, oh Punchy's bro, Beady, Slavachu. I was gonna say Slavachu, which is a whole different thing. Fisty Sonichu, Punchy's bro, aka my toys. But how about Inuyashata? Inuyashata. Glass Chew, Jade Chew, Titachu. Okay. Okay.
number of characters that the Idea Guys
Okay.
told her about, which were often in name referencing controversial figures of the time or inside jokes, including Logan
Ted
Paul Chew,
Bundy!
Crosby
Wait!
Chew,
My favorite is all of these are like something Chew. So Wesley Sonichu, something Chew, Ted Bundy. Robert Chew, Franklin Chandler Jr., aka their father, Ted Bundy. I can't.
Fogel Chew, Replacement Rose
Oh
Chew,
my God.
and Slavichu.
Logan Paul Chew?
On August
Not
1st,
the Logan
Chris
Paul
went online
Chew!
to reveal that her mother had found a leather pouch containing some rocks of upwards to 26 years old, which were purported to bring their holder physical and emotional relief. She hung the pouch on a necklace and carried it in her bosom constantly. Also on that day,
I
Chris
want
shared
my
a
bosom
tweet
to be
from
big
voice
enough to
actress
carry
Tara Strong,
fucking
which featured
rocks.
images of some of the characters she had played, wishing these so-called girlfriends a happy National Girlfriend's Day. Chris added that she would not be repeating her
Okay.
mistake from last year's Girlfriend Day, which resulted in a public falling out
That will
between
put
her
that
and
rocks there,
illustrator
it'll just
and voice
fall right
actress
through, you
Doopy
guys.
Doover. So she simply expressed her love for her lady friends without naming them. The next day,
Good for
a
you.
Twitter user posted a
Learn
short
for a
video
good
clip
5 minutes.
of them in the process of making a Sonichu plush doll. Christine came to ask the plushie maker why Sonichu's mouth protruded as much as it did. They agreed that the mouth looked a little long, but did not mean to change it.
Have you
as
ever
it may look
stuffed?
more balanced later
It's
on.
called
Chris
a
also
lift.
felt the
Hello?
mouth, which threw her off, should remain as was, as she was sure she would get used to its imperfections.
Jesus.
On August
Kind of weird to
3rd,
say, but all right.
Christine finalized the comic book that had been heavily influenced by the Idea Guys. Originally designated as issue 16, the comic was now known as Sonichu issue 13,
Don't say that,
or
Spook.
The Awakening of a
I still
CPU,
think
also
of
known
my
as
Aron
The
High
Idea
School
Guy
host club
Corruptions.
voice.
On the artless front cover, Chris warned her readers that even though all the events in the comic were true and actually happened, the book was filled with offensive material with which she did not agree.
Oh my god.
In contrast to previous works, this issue was not scanned and shared page by page, and was not in full uploaded online upon completion, and was instead physically printed and then sent to her Patreon backers to avoid having her account terminated due to the content of the pages.
Pretty fair, pretty fair.
The issue is also distinctly text-heavy, presented in her original handwriting, with the majority of the pages remaining uncolored. The story begins with Christine recounting her idea of how she came in contact with John Yamada, a soldier from game industry who was in reality portrayed by Joshua Wise. He tells her to go to her Sega Dreamcast game
It's
console,
the lore, you
for it
guys.
contained
It's the
key to creating
lore.
a portal between dimensions.
You know, I used to
Magic Chan
follow the lore,
teleported
but then
to
they
her
started
and
adding way
scanned
too
the
much stuff,
console.
and I
Upon
couldn't keep
touching
up,
it,
you know?
They felt electricity surge through them, and a portal opened up into the world depicted in the game and anime series, Hyperdimension Neptunia. Chris then details the struggles and battles in Quickville between various foes and heroes from different franchises.
During the time among which Uzume's bad half, Kurome, was making chaos here in this world in league with the psychopaths, Akan, the Russian billionaire, and Doki Doki Monica. Doki Doki Monica?
Including
You missed that
Akan
whole
from
fifth
the
arc,
film
Lily, and you got
Hardcore
lost?
Henry,
Yeah, for a reason,
Monica
okay?
from the game
Doki Doki Monica?
Literature Club, and the Sailor Scouts from the anime Sailor Moon. Later on, Quickville gets attacked by Akan, leading a troop of Russian cloakers taken from the game series Stalker. Because of Akan, Quickville Shopping Mall and then later Chris's own house get destroyed, but then quickly restored back to normality again. While signing a peace treaty, Akan then opens up a time vortex which sucks in Chris and Sonichu. While Chris remains trapped, Sonichu gets forcibly relocated to Africa, where he is chased by the natives.
Oh
Along
my
the way,
god.
he meets with Dr. Emmett Brown from the Back to the Future film series, who
No!
offers to give him a ride back to Quickville.
I feel like I'm
Chris
missing
goes on
like
to
5
explain
chapters of
that in
context. You
Quickville's
probably are,
dimension,
sweetie,
the
but I just want to
USA
let you know
lost
you
the
also
Cold
don't
War
want to know
Russia,
it.
and as a consequence are ruled by the Russian Federation.
Oh my
In 2016, Hillary Clinton was elected president, but after violently falling ill, she was replaced by Vladimir Putin of Russia.
Okay.
This resulted in riots
Okay.
between the Russian mafia and the Japanese organized crime collective, the Yakuza. In Quickville, Ian Brandon Anderson was elected as sheriff, and the new mayor of Quickville was the actor Brendan Fraser. Chris reflected that during the male Christian Chandler's term
I think
in
this is
office,
also
he
like
revoked
a lot of
women's
it is
rights in the
influenced
area
by the
and
idea,
had
guys,
damaged
to fuck with
Quickville's
them.
Megan
But
Schroeder
honestly,
because
if
of
they
the way
didn't say
the
that, I
real-world
would have
Megan
believed that
had
this was
rejected
all them
Christian
too.
in 2007, stripping her of her special powers,
Excuse
though
me.
she was later promoted to a CPU goddess. Christine and John Yamada then traveled back in time to the year 2000 to prevent the old Christian
That's my
from
favorite
abolishing
panel
women's
of all
rights.
time.
Christine was very disappointed with the Christian of 2000, as he had been possessed by Satan or something.
Oh my
Christine discovered
god.
that Christian had become kidnapped and converted by Nazis, and had used the powers of his own Sonichu medallion to keep dictator Adolf Hitler alive. Christine killed off Christian and took
Well, that's another one. 3 so far.
away the powers of the medallion, causing Hitler to disintegrate into dust. John Yamada then traveled further back in time to prevent Christian's kidnapping, later learning that Christian had been taken to Islam to have his demonic possession exorcised by having his Sonichu medallion shoved up his anus. Christine then
Cats and green beans, this is quite confusing to follow. Yeah, no, we don't follow this part. We just pick out all the really gross ass terrible shit and talk about how much we hate it. We don't actually follow this anymore. It's really confusing.
She declares herself as have been a real Sonichu for her whole life in the world of Quickville and the Chosen One. Aside from herself, she tells
No,
the
I
readers
don't wanna
that
look
most
at
of the
the screen!
residents of
I
her
don't wanna
town
look at
have
the
become
screen!
satanic, atheist, or what. Chris states that Angelica Rosechew, along with the entire Christian church of the town, first converted to Islam.
If I made shirts that said naturally selected, like, would you guys buy it? I'm just asking.
Islamism, then Satanism. Blake Sonichu became an extremist who worshipped Islamic militant leader
Oh my
Osama bin Laden.
god.
Wild Sonichu began growing marijuana, which Chris did not mind much. However, she much objected to Wild's production of methamphetamines.
I don't know, dude.
Bubbles Rosechew started to identify as a muscular black male, and Punchy Sonichu wound up in an insane asylum. Chris then inserted the page she drew on December 7th, 2017, after learning from Joshua Wise that Rosechew had allegedly been born as a male and had gender reassignment surgery to become a fully functional
Did he just say
female in
surgery though? Why did
2008.
he say
Christine
surgery?
wrote extensively of how much these news upset her, largely because she had defended her over the years upon seeing troll-created imagery of Rosechew with a penis. After some time, Chris felt she could continue to love and cherish her Rosie regardless. She then
Hi,
added a
Chill.
short summary
Yes,
of how
we
when
are
Sonichu
watching more
and Rosechew
Christian.
first met, they kissed a lot in sewage. And when they
Oh,
first
he
made
did? He
love,
wrote
they
surgery?
role-played
I'm
as
sorry,
hockey
I can't look
players.
at the screen. I'm gonna
Chris then
cry.
moves on to discuss the war between Quickville
Is it just
and the
me or
neighboring
is Sonichu
nation
getting
of
worse? I don't
Australatina,
know. I
a
don't know.
fictional land
Maybe.
created by noted
Maybe,
lolcow,
you know, what the-
ADF,
what the-
and
hold
introduced
on.
to Chris through Joshua Wise.
What? What happened here?
And the neighboring nation of Australatina, a fictional land created by noted lolcow, ADF, and
Oh,
introduced to
this
Chris
is
through
ADF,
Joshua
okay.
Wise. The war was started when a quick defense soldier pooped on the border between the two nations and was then killed by the Austinans.
Is
Not
that
long
lolcow
after the start
okay?
of the
No
war,
idea.
DJ Jamsta Sonichu was sued by Punchy for sexual assault. Chris felt that he was not guilty, so she sent prayers and good vibes to the courthouse.
Yo,
As a
prayers
result,
and good
Jamsta was found
vibes,
not
bro.
guilty, but riots ensued across the town.
That's what we need out here. Prayers and good vibes, you know?
Killed the entire Quick Defense Force and took over the west half of Quickville. John Yamada and the CPU goddesses from Hyperdimension Neptunia defended the east side. The Russian troops then left the town, and in their place came the Nazis. They ended up burning Simone Rosechew alive.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, in Equestria, thousands of evil Chris clones had evolved into a blobious form, which were all lured into an open field and burned by napalm.
Oh
Chris
my
then returns
god.
to talk about the occupying Nazi forces in Equestria and Quickville, highlighting
I think
that
they
whenever one
are.
of them
I think
called her
they
by the
are,
German
Mr.
male
Psychic.
honorific,
For real.
Herr, instead of the female Frau, they would get doused
Ted
with her
Bundy,
own
why is
blood
that the stream
that
alert?
multiplied from a
You should
single
ask
drop,
Christian.
and they would dissolve immediately.
It's a
and
Christian
fully.
thing.
The Nazis in Equestria are soon killed off by the My Little Pony character, Discord.
Finals, like, thank you so much for continuing your first class. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. And also, thank you so much for the fixture posture drill. Thank you,
and as a
Final.
consequence became
I missed the
infused with her
beginning.
DNA.
I don't know
Upon
how
their
much.
banishment
I don't
from
know
Equestria, when they returned to Germany,
how bad the beginning was. So.
They thusly
Oh, except for it
their
had
Reich
some more,
altogether
like,
and
incest
give up their
foreshadowing.
weapons under the command of the CPU goddess, Blonde. Next, in January 2018,
It is 86, you're
John
right.
Yamada and Sonichu infiltrate a Nazi prison where Rosie Rosechew and Roberta had been raped and impregnated as
Oh,
part of a
no.
repopulation scheme. John and his crew destroy the facility, and he decapitates the warden. Sonichu zooms around attacking Nazi troops and slices them into pieces. Meanwhile, in the real world, Christine's father, Bob Chandler, appears alive and well in California. He is transported to the portal that would take him to Quickville. While there, he meets with 80s serial killer Ted Bundy, who had become reborn as a Sonichu and was an ally of Quickville. Minutes later, Bob Chandler and Ted Bundy travel through the portal and emerge in Quickville in their respective Sonichu forms. The Sonichus are very pleased to meet Bob.
Sorry. Okay. I think that's 5.
Or as he is known now, Robert Chew, and express how much they have missed him. Chris illuminates that after they died, Ted and Bob did not go to heaven or hell, but transformed into Sonichus and traveled to the nation of Quickville, where they help defend it. The following day, Adolf Hitler, while giving a speech to his Nazi forces that were still occupying West Quickville, transforms into a Sonichu. The other Nazi soldiers also become Sonichus and Rosechus, and even male Rosechus and female Sonichus, as they had become infused
Why do we
with
have
Christine's
more?
blood.
Can you
The
just
Nazis
end this,
and their ideology
please?
soon dissolve. Soon after, the pregnant Rosie and Roberta gave birth to 3 male Rosies and 3 female Sonnies, respectively. The worlds of Quickville and Equestria then returned to normality. After 30 years of psychically defending the town and scanning for homosexuals, Magi-chan suffers a horrible mental breakdown, which causes a tear to form in the Earth's noosphere, causing violent storms, which Chris could not repair. Magi-chan further highlights that a big reason for why he was so mentally strained was that he spent so long during Chris's homophobic years scanning for homosexuals when he was gay himself, revealing his marriage to his Pokemon mentor, Mewtwo, and also Sylvana Rosechew. He states that once the tear was repaired, he would also marry Christine. In March 2018, Christine faces the tear
Skippy
in the
Jingles
noosphere
Jr.
and
35 is
summons
now
a myriad
boarding.
of
Welcome
transformative
aboard, Air. Hope you have a
superpowers,
safe and
which turn
enjoyable
her
flight.
into her super angelic evolved form, and she is able
Yo,
to
Marvel
close
who?
the
For real?
5-mile-long
Marvel
tear
who?
in 4
For
minutes,
what the
including
fuck?
a brief rest in the middle.
What the fuck is this?
Afterwards, Chris writes a 5-page long tirade in which Chris Chan Sonichu criticizes Magi-chan for his reckless actions caused by jealousy. In the end, Chris Chan forgives him and surprises him with a kiss, promising that she will marry him. On the next page, she confesses that she is a bisexual trans woman and was proud to have Magi-chan and Krizel Rosechew as her spouses. Christine then writes,
We need a
that
Chris
Sonichu
Chan
started a
Multiverse of
needless
Madness.
war
We're
against the
watching it.
CPUs,
We're
which
watching
Chris
it
had
right
to
now.
quell. In Quickville Shopping Center, Sonichu is shooting at unknown targets with a handgun when Christian Sonichu appears to stop him. She admits that she neglected Sonichu's
Dildo is now boarding. Welcome to Label Air. Hope you have a safe and enjoyable flight. Hey, I use dildos.
And that she would have paid more care to the way Sonichu would react, considering that Sonichu was autistic as well. Chris goes on to confess that she had become bisexual and even had purchased an Xbox game console. She addresses Sonichu's concerns regarding the CPUs, saying that she was never brainwashed by them and simply listened to their information and advice. Christian then reveals that she is not as sex-crazed as she once was, and had begun to embrace more of her Sonichu side, for example, sleeping in a puddle of her own pee in her bed. She then telepathically sends Sonichu a quick overview of her recent life events to better illustrate how much she had changed. After this revelation,
There's a
she
poll
begs for
going on, you
Sonichu's
guys.
forgiveness. She professes her love for him and then kisses him
I have
on the
created
lips.
a poll.
Christian promises that she will have sex with Sonichu, her son, later, but first urges that they undo some mistakes they had made. Sonichu expresses his appreciation for Chris, taking her share of the blame, but tells her that she made him too horny, and so demands that they have sex immediately, possibly infected by the past Christian's sexual desires. Christian angrily refuses, and they get into a spat.
I'm
Chris
confused.
envisages
Why
a
does she
future in
want
which
to have
Sonichu
sex with
restrains her by force
her
and
son?
rapes her. So in order to stop that possibility from happening, she uses her powers to confuse him and make him drop to the concrete.
What
She
the
then sticks her
fuck?
hand inside Sonichu's rectum and forms a fist, causing him to ejaculate. Christian
%50 influence,
then
50%
lifts him
Chris.
up
I don't know,
into the
man.
air with her hand still firmly
I think
in
it's
his
like
rectum
75%
and
Chris.
yells that he should be punished. Sonichu is physically restrained by Chris, who tells the audience that he will be punished in
Oh,
more
hey,
graphic
Luigi.
ways,
Don't be so
which will not
surprised.
be depicted in
You
the
stopped
comics.
putting it here
Chris
before.
goes on to explain that Paxton Vattel, an antagonist from the video game
You've
series
seen this
Fear,
before.
falsely claimed to wage war on Quickville.
I mean, of all the
Christian
options.
Sonichu and Sonichu travel back in time to make sure he never visited Quickville, in turn ending up in a reality in which the Soviet Union never dissolved and ruled most of the world. They traveled further into the future to make sure that the USSR indeed did split up in 1991. They returned to the present day to a well-damaged Quickville, and Chris announces her plans to restore it to former glory. As an aside, she adds that the national anthem of Quickville is the song Think by Aretha Franklin.
Was? Christian ain't
As an
dead. Christian
epilogue,
is still very
Christine,
much
while
alive.
in her Christian Sonichu form, writes that John Yamada was a counterpart of the
For
idea
now.
guy, Joshua Wise, who lives in the
The
real
day
world
that
of
Christian
Earth
dies is
1218.
gonna be a
Chris
crazy ass
admits that
fucking
Wise
day.
royally
For
messed
real.
with her, in addition to the worlds of Quickville, Equestria, and the CPU goddesses themselves. Fortunately, with Magichan's guidance, she was able to stop Wise's destructive reign. Chris added that Wise
Chris in
and his
prison yet? I
accomplice,
think Chris
Stephen
is in
Boyd,
jail.
had
I don't know if they're
extorted
in
from
prison
her
yet.
$6,000 worth of gift cards and toys, which she was confident she would get back from them.
Curl571 is now
However, she
boarding.
boasted
Welcome to
that
Label
she
Air.
got
Hope you have
the
a
best
safe
of
and
Wise
enjoyable
and
flight.
Boyd
When
because
Christian
their
dies,
treachery
do you do
only
the marathon
strengthened
all
her
over
psychic
again?
link with
If
the other
Christian
worlds.
dies while I'm
Finally,
still
Chris
streaming,
wrote
maybe.
that she had connected with the CPU goddess of the Commodore 64 console, CPU Blueheart, and had the goddess's consciousness transferred into her by touching the console, acquiring all her memories and knowledge. Chris thusly proclaims herself as CPU Blueheart of Kama and Quickville, in addition to being Christine Weston Chandler Sonichu.
Tell me why
Upon
I wanted to
completing the
use
comic,
my own
Chris changed
surprise
her name on her
Pika,
Twitter
and
profile
they
to
told me
Christian
that it's
Sonichu
locked and I have to
Blueheart,
to
and her
subscribe
description
at it.
read, I am Miss Christine
To get
Weston
it.
Chandler, Sonichu,
Why?
creator/chronicler of Sonichu and Roastchu, and CPU goddess of the nations of Quickville, Kama, and the Commodore consoles. Also on August 3rd, Christine uploaded a near hour-long YouTube video in which she
Some
custom
people
spray
have the
paints her
new emo.
shoes
Wait,
to
okay,
have the
okay.
Sonichu
We have to go
colors.
back. I'm sorry. This doesn't count as a pause. I just didn't see the end of this yet.
Completing the comic,
Okay.
Chris changed her name on her Twitter profile to Christian Sonichu/Blueheart, and her description read, I am Miss Christine Weston Chandler, Sonichu, creator/chronicler of Sonichu and Roastchu, and CPU goddess of the nations of Quickville, Kama, and the Commodore
Oh,
consoles.
refresh? Yeah, maybe.
Also
You're right.
on August 3rd,
I get that.
Christine uploaded a near hour-long YouTube video in which she custom spray paints her new shoes to have the Sonichu colors of yellow and blue.
So there they are in their
Oh
faded
my
glory.
God.
So that's the old shoes, and here we have the new shoes. Same thing, a DS Neo. Took out the shoelaces a little while ago, and you're going to get to work on coloring.
She got
these
married. Good
from-
for her, I
going
think. Oh,
from
she got married to her
all the
fictional
white to
characters.
Yellow and blue. Yeah, I am going to use the duct tape. So I'm pulling out a good strip of it.
Nice 186.
So definitely bring out the popcorn, because they're watching it as it happens.
Okay.
We're painting the shoes.
You know what? Fuck it. You guys
Too
want me
much
to
up in
paint
the
some
CPU
shoes?
Goddess. Almost.
Do
too
you
much.
want me to paint some shoes? I'll paint the lily blue.
Hey, everybody, guest starters, Barbara Ann.
Oh my god.
There's Barbara Ann. Say hello. Oh, darn it.
Dude, there's
Oh,
something
boy.
wrong with her,
You would have
dude.
seen that mark on your face. Tell them what happened.
I'm not going to see anybody that's going to say anything.
Yeah. Mama tripped on the wet grass outside. Hit her face on the ground. Jeez.
That. There's something about that.
But I helped pick her up. got her
Yeah,
inside,
yeah.
Ointment, emergency treatment.
I don't know.
She's okay.
It does
What
not.
was I doing? Oh, right.
That does not sound right to me.
The shoes? Oh, they were about $50.
No, they're not. I
Yeah.
doubt it.
I thought so.
Yeah, they're really nice shoes.
Are they though? Are they 50?
Yeah, they're gonna be even nicer after I finish customizing.
I bought another roll of duct tape today.
Oh. Oh yeah, I noticed you did. Yeah. When you
It's
went,
expensive.
yeah, when you got the screws for the.
I don't know. I just feel like they're
she's
more
making my-
expensive.
Making a vertical mirror. It's going to be horizontal for. Gonna be hanging it in my place here, my room here later after she gets it done. But she's been doing very well. She's very awesome. She's quite physically.
See,
able
you
and
having to
whatnot.
say
She
that
can-
is really fucking weird,
I'm very
bro.
proud of my mom.
I'm really proud of you too.
Thank you.
Boy, that van drives good with those new tires.
Oh, excellent.
I stopped bleeding, so I washed the blood, dried blood off.
Well, that's good. I'm really sorry you tripped. Jeez.
It was the grass. Everything was so wet.
Oh yeah.
My body is still in shock, so I'm not doing anything tonight.
Well, that's okay.
Oh, those shoes are $50? Okay,
yes.
okay. But
Yeah,
wait, if
except
they're
you,
$50 now, I mean, I don't know.
Still went
Well, that's
ahead and
fine.
cooked dinner, didn't you?
Yeah.
I deviate from the norm. I am a CPU goddess storm.
What the fuck?
Just kidding as I say that. Not a storm. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Excuse me. I have a suggestion. Why
Yeah?
don't you donate the 4 pillows to Goodwill?
No. I may have a need for those.
2 of them.
No, I may have a need for those, but no, just no. No.
The way that they respond to their okay.
Not
The
the
way
button.
that they respond to their
No,
mother
just
like
close.
that.
Why didn't I think of it sooner?
Oh, it's because they don't care about the
do
carpet,
everything
obviously. But
simultaneously.
how about the way that they respond to their
Yeah,
mother like
there's a
that?
reason why I have a
My
little
mom
black-
would be.
have
Oh
some
my god.
black paint. Carefully push this thing. Smoke them.
Okay. All right. That's gonna go.
God damn.
That's gonna go really. Yeah, that goes really well.
Those other glasses didn't work for me.
Ah, dope. We're gonna have to get those adjusted for you. Maybe.
I need to get new glasses.
Oh,
Maybe September.
Oh no.
You hear that, people? Send me a couple of $100 and I can get my mother a new pair of glasses.
Oh my
The
god.
Civil War wall chart on eBay.
No. And I have too many other things to worry about other than frickin' eBay. And don't die, and I have so many responsibilities.
What responsibilities?
You know my life, folks. Stay tuned for further details on the life of a CPU in training.
What?
Have fun. I got a blue ring on my finger.
Got it on the carpet.
Don't worry about the carpet.
I've enjoyed my time with you. I think I'll go lay on my back. Let my back rest.
Okay,
Because it hurts.
I hear you. I love you, dear.
Love you, baby. See you later.
See
No.
you later.
Oh,
I don't even know what to say.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna lay your washcloths here.
Oh no, put them there, please. Put them on the clothing.
Dude, they
stack.
were gonna really for sure, they were gonna say some crazy like they were gonna yell at them, but then remember that they were like recording this and decided not to.
And leave those. Those are just receipts from today, among which, and that's the shoe receipt you're looking at. Would you please put it back and get out of my way? You're in my way right now.
Ugh.
It's a shred.
I'll shred them later. Thank you.
What?
Go on. Go on. Thank you. I love you.
Love you.
I don't want to get interrupted. Don't interrupt. Okay, so essentially the point is, we got both shoes.
Thank you, Zombie Unicorn. Appreciate the fixture posture.
Both shoes painted. Gonna wait for the paint to dry. It's gonna take about half an hour or so.
Oh god.
And I'm pretty much gonna end this video right now. Alright, so anyway, that's it. I'm Christine Chandler. You have been watching this channel. You have been watching me color shoes. Thank you. Have a good day.
I'm pretty disgusted.
Blue heart.
Not even to you? What the fuck does that
Yes.
mean, Luigi?
On August 5th, Christine responded to a YouTube video from attorney and YouTuber Rekieta Law, which featured Kiwi Farms administrator and guard dog Null as a guest, who discussed the extortion committed by the Idea Guys. Chris objected to Null's dismissive comments against her pastoral counselor, Rocky Shoemaker, and her friend, Anna McLaren, who said that they did nothing to help Christine. Chris wrote on Twitter that the two were simply unable to help with the police and did not in fact refuse to assist authorities. Chris requested
I
an
don't exactly
apology from
remember what a
Null on the
CPU
Kiwi
does.
forums. Null instead went to the forums to elaborate that Anna had been veritably harassing Chris for 2 days, pleading with her to cease all contact with the guard dogs, namely Null, Marvin, and the captain. The Kiwi Farms members close
Hi,
to her,
Lindo.
who
Nice to
greatly
see
helped her in
you.
ceasing
Are we
the
past
idea
the
guy's
Merriweather
influence
interview? Yeah,
over her.
far past.
The captain
I think we did the
told forum
Merriweather
users
interview
that
like
Christine
in August.
was messaging him to vent because Anna was giving her
I
too
mean,
much
like in
stress.
the world of
Despite
Sonichu or
Anna's
whatever.
actions, Chris
But I guess it doesn't
informed
really
the captain
matter.
that she wanted the guard dogs to remain in her life. On August 9th, Chris went to Twitter to ask if she always had freckles on her face, since she just noticed them herself. On August 13th, Christine was photographed waiting for her meeting with her therapist at the Region 10 Community Services Board, wearing her Sailor Moon tiara and a head and hairband, as her Nightstar plush doll accompanied her. Later on, she
Say what you will, but the ability to go out in public wearing all of this, right? Like, you really do. I low-key want to have, like, more confidence like this, but not this kind of a bad person. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
hairband as her Nightstar plush
Right?
doll
That's what I'm saying.
accompanied her. Later on,
World's
she
okayest
watched a video
what?
posted by artist Project SNT, which featured her radical redesigns of Sonichu and Rosechu. Chris wrote on Twitter that SNT happened to draw a Sonichu and Rosechu from a different dimension than that of which everyone knew, and described their respective origin stories. She defended the way she originally drew Rosechu because it was what she allegedly
Hi,
saw
Jake.
when
Nice
she
to
witnessed
see
her
you.
for the first
Yeah, I
time,
guess that's fair too,
declaring
Spook.
that she
You're
had
right
a
about
strong
that.
psychic link
Just
with
read that it's
dimension for her
obtuseness.
entire life. Chris then tagged Sean
When you're truly
McGuire,
confident
the
you can
writer
pee on
who
your floor
first
without
told her
flinching,
about
you
the
would know, right,
existence of
Hopeful?
multiple Earths in the multiverse seen in the Marvel comic books. Christine wrote that McGuire surely could relate to Chris's interdimensional psychic link, to which McGuire replied,
Oh my god.
"No, I really can't. Please don't drag me into this. When I was talking about a multiverse, I was talking about the imaginary multiverse as
Thank you for
exists
fixing your
in
posture,
Marvel Comics
appreciate it.
canon, not a real place you can really access."
Ignorance
Chris
86? Is
apologized
that what you're
for her
saying?
previous
Ignorance?
assumptions, but still let her know that writers, such as herself, had the power to project themselves into other dimensions. Also on that day, she shared a diagram showcasing how she supposedly transformed between her various forms, namely Christian Sonichu, her pony form, CPU Blueheart, and Blueheart's Sonichu form.
What is this? Oh, we're
Later
watching
again,
a Christian
Twitter user
documentary.
shared with her a fan illustration of Scarlet Blueheart in a voluptuous form, to which Chris
That actually
responded
looked-
by stating neither Scarlet nor herself were fat.
That's one.
Finally, on the 13th, she posted a video decrying the announced My Little Pony Generation 5 TV series, which would replace the current Generation 4 iteration.
This has
and
got
would
to be like
drastically
very
deviate
recent.
in
I
art
fucking
style.
seen this.
Hey there, everybody. This is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again. People of Earth 1218, heed my warning.
The art was
alert.
beautiful. The
I
art
have
is
seen
so
the
beautiful.
future,
So
and
whatever
I
Chris
had
is
to
saying
prevent
about it
it.
is really fucked up, bro.
Princess Twilight Sparkle was about to upgrade Applejack to Alicorn status, but it backfires. Twilight's wings get put onto Pinkie Pie, and Twilight's horn gets onto Fluttershy, and it's just no good. And that's how we end up with that frickin' G5. We must
Frickin'
prevent
G5.
this. This is not gonna work out, and I have foreseen this. This is very, very bad. So I
Amazing.
had
So
just
you're.
conferred with Twilight and
Oh
Princess
my
Celestia as well, and
god!
Celestia and I are in agreement, as she had seen the future as well.
What?
We must prevent this G5 mistake from ever happening.
What?
And yes, G4 will continue. But anyway, heed my word, Hasbro, and everybody on the MLP show. Generation 5 must never happen. And G4 must have at least 5 more seasons.
Oh, I low-key wanted to ask to get my future read
warning. This
by
is an official
Krishan.
command from your CPU.
Can I, for real?
In the
Is this guy in jail? Oh,
Princess
this
Celestia of
person is
Equestria,
definitely in
all
jail.
which in our sister dimension.
Hi, Zekart. Nice to see you.
She reiterated
Almost a
her
year!
anger
Oh my
at the
goodness!
announcement of a new series without the wanted resolution
Excuse
in the
me?
G4 storyline in a Twitter thread that same day, vaguely threatening Hasbro, the owners of the MLP franchise.
I
Christine
have
continued
nothing.
replying to other Twitter users.
Chris
the
is gonna
next
say that
day,
you'll be our
proclaiming
gal pal or
G5
some
would
shit.
bring downfall
I
upon
mean-
Equestria and everyone residing both in their sister dimension and the real world as well. On August 15th,
I go through the 5
Chris
stages
uploaded
of
a brief
grief
video of
watching
herself
these.
yelling out of frustration, possibly as a result of the My Little Pony debacle. Over the next few days, she received
Chris
several negative
Chris
ratings
definitely knows
from her
what
buyers
VTubers
on
are.
eBay, complaining that the items they had purchased from her never arrived. On August 17th, Chris listed a newly made roast
Hey, Axel, we should do that. We should do an edit of me going through all the 5 stages of grief
overall positive rating
while watching
stood at
Chris.
90.1%. This was followed by a video advertisement of her eBay products that was posted on her Facebook page.
I don't think that Chris like actively watches, but Chris knows about VTubers. Pretty sure. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But why does this low-key go so hard?
This was followed by a video advertisement of her eBay products.
Yeah,
that was posted on
Pace
her
Mask
Facebook
was.
page.
Oh my god!
She further begged for people to buy her items on Twitter, as the Chandlers were nearly broke and their cats and dogs needed food. The captain revealed on the QB forums that she had asked him to advertise her eBay page to others, but he refused upon learning that Chris had spent around $2,000 on My Little Pony merchandise at BronyCon. Also on the 17th, she posted another short video clip on Twitter in which she recites a so-called earworm.
Alrighty, that's another one. Bruh. 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 Alrighty. Vixen21 is now
Chris
boarding.
uploaded
Welcome to
a
the
YouTube
Label Air.
video
Hope you have a
starring
safe
her
and
mother,
enjoyable
Barbara,
flight.
advertising some of Chris's eBay products.
Oh my God.
Including a signed photo of Barbara
You're
herself.
fucking... No
name is
fucking
Barbara
way.
Chandler.
No fucking way.
Autographing pictures to be sold.
Oh my
on eBay.
God.
Thank you for buying. We appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Wait. We tell them to buy the other things as well, aside from that.
Oh my God.
It will help us to
It
buy
feels...
food for the
Honestly,
rest
it
of the
feels
month.
so bad. Virgin Omega
you.
is now
And
boarding.
buy
Welcome to the
everything
Label
else from
Air. Hope you have a
Christine
safe and
Chandler on
enjoyable
eBay.
flight.
Thank you. Definitely the high-ticketed items as well. Jeez.
What
Oh,
the
well.
fuck, dude? It's
Not
really
long after
fucking
posting the
disgusting.
video, Chris halved the prices of her own autographed photos, resulting in them selling out within an hour. Christine had begun to embrace her infamy once more by increasing her merchandise output. However, like with the ideas she sought from her circle of friends and acquaintances, she focused on instant gratification with no foresight of her future outlook, dooming herself to an endless cycle of foregoing needs in favor of wants, ignoring mistakes of her past that she was bound to relive in the future.
Okay, alrighty. Well, that is an update. That is an update. Next time I do this, can one of my mods remind me? Just put it on a note somewhere to do bingo, please. That is a total of at least 9 different times where I needed to, like, specifically stop just for the sake of stopping and have a drink. That's... Oh my god. There's a 4-hour version of this. I thought it was only 40 minutes. There's a 4-hour version of the never-ending nightmare of Nikocado Avocado. Oh, we're done? We didn't miss any parts this time? No, we're doing it. We're doing it one by one now. We're doing it one by one. Wait, hold on. Yeah. And now we are okay. It's 4 hours. We're not going to watch all 4 hours tonight, so we can have a little bit more next time. But take this opportunity. Yeah, go make your popcorn. Maybe a 40-minute one today and 4-hour one another stream. It's okay. We'll just watch some of the 4-hour one today. Nikocado, you really went down a new rabbit hole, didn't you? So actually, Nikocado Avocado was a rabbit hole I went down a couple months ago. I think I saw their video of them like being hooked up to like a machine or whatever, and I was like, whoa, this is freaking crazy. And I was actually watching a ton of their shit. Oh, it was because of obviously Penguins Zero and that drama, because I just live for the drama. Can I have a hug, Lily? Yeah, honey, here's your huggy. Huggy. I gotta go to bed. Good night, Tom Bobby. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. No, I meant this entire locale rabbit hole. Yeah, no, not the entire one. I literally just, I just saw Christian. I watched that. And then because of drama, I met like, or I like learned about Nikocado. So we're just gonna continue with that because I mentioned it once and everybody said, no, please, no. And so I'm gonna subject them to that now. Okay. Go use the bathroom. Go get your drink, okay? Go get your fucking popcorn. We're gonna watch the start of the Nikocado Avocado, the never-ending nightmare of Nikocado Avocado from vegan to villain by The Right Opinion. Need a shock therapy? Need a shock therapy? Come to Lily's channel. I wonder what the best Nick Bait documentary is. At least that one has a definite ending. Oh, I don't know. Good night, time bailing. Bye, Drillbit. Rest well. Good night. Oh, sure. You are becoming the lolcow react VTuber. I really am not. Of all the Christorians, I'm not even the first one. I'm not even the first VTuber to be a Christorian. Like, what is it? Mary Merriweather, like interviewed them a million years ago. Pace Mask, had spoken to them, or not them directly, had spoken to like people in their circle about getting them a VTuber. Like, I'm not even the first one, and I won't be the last, for real. You're kidding, Shinobi. Of course you fucking did. Of course you fucking did. Can I see? What is that? What is that, Axel? Is that TTV? Is that like the thing? Is that the specific thing, or like a bit TV or something like that? If Chris gets acquitted, would you interview him? Yes. Oh no. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. But I don't want to have to download that shit. Not gonna lie. I'm sorry. Maybe someday. Oh my god. Want to show the class? I'm showing the class. I'm gonna show the class. Don't worry. I downloaded it and I'm gonna show the class. Don't worry. Oh my god. I hate it. Thanks, Shinobi. Appreciate it. All right, we're gonna get started with Nikocado. Welcome in, everybody.
A community on YouTube built on the consumption of obscene amounts of food for the entertainment of bewildered onlookers. This is Nicholas Perry, aka Nikocado Avocado, a rather controversial figure on the platform. He's been in a few incidents that hit the bigwigs' radar upstairs.
Hi, Matt. At least you got here new. It's fine. Welcome in, sweetheart. Thank you.
And are holding a perimeter on the Alpha site. You've been tasked with eliminating the target. Distraction points have been.
Why exactly do we care?
Well, you see, Alpha stranded us a new tech that we want you to try out in the field.
This
Hey,
is
dude. What the f is this?
the production value.
Oh no, you won't be able to access that video in your current location.
That's stupid.
What is this production value, dude?
Out the incendiary plasma grenades on him, that'd be great.
Incendiary plat? How those work?
I just told.
How am I supposed to watch this if it's blocked?
I'm glad you asked.
Is it a VPN ad?
Well.
Hey, Tro.
Is it really a
Haven't seen you
VPN ad?
since Acapulco.
Acapulco?
Oh, sorta.
Acapulco together. That's our special place. Remember one time we saw...
That's
Look,
so
man, can we
funny.
not talk about that?
Of course.
This is so
I'm
good, though. What the hell?
Don't you guys normally have black hair?
Well, yeah. I'm surprised you noticed, actually.
Oh, you know I did. What'd you do to it?
Well,
I
Listen,
can't see
I'm
video,
not
dude.
interested
That's
in
because
this
your
shit, but at the
location
same
doesn't allow.
time, like,
Just turn on your
it's
VPN.
pretty,
I don't know what
it's
that
pretty
is.
interesting.
Well then, I suppose I'll bring you.
All right, anyways, sorry. No offense. I know you're just doing your job, right, Opinion. I get it. I'm just not gonna go through it, okay? By the way, everybody, if you're interested in a VPN, I'm not sponsored by Henny, so you go ahead and wait until I'm sponsored, okay, baby?
I was so healthy. I had rice and beans and fish. Maybe this is all water weight. I'm holding on to water weight. I need to get this off my chest. I need to, from my heart. From my heart. I don't even know why.
Dan Thick is now boarding. Welcome to Label Air. Hope you have a safe and enjoyable flight.
Today, Missy Two Shoes.
Ooh, okay. Get that music in. This is my first right opinion, I think. Can you turn it up? Sure.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Right Opinion, the home of a twat with too much free time. And what a year 2020 has quickly devolved into. The turn of a new decade was met by excitement and anticipation from many, myself included. Needless to say, I think disappointed may be an understatement when summarizing my sentiments. With the world falling down around us,
I hope I'm
it can
not
be
thick
easy
for the
to lose
ride.
faith in humanity.
Unfortunately,
but maybe that faith was misplaced
you're
all
too
along.
damn thick.
What do I mean? Well,
You're too
let's
damn-
dabble in today's topic. Drama.
I got
In the world of
you.
YouTube, the
I
word
got
drama
you.
is typically used to refer to a conflict regarding a creator or multiple
Keystone.
creators at that. It's a pretty central theme to the current content that
Just
I make
kidding,
on
I've
my
never
channel
watched them.
and is a focal
What
point
about
for
Chris
multiple
Chan? You already
commentators
missed it.
alike.
You
We
missed
tend to
Chris Chan. We
associate
spent the
most
first
drama
hour
with a
watching
more
Chris Chan. We're
contemporary
watching the
era of
second one
YouTube,
now.
originating from the mid-2010s.
You missed it. I'm
spearheaded
sorry. Come
many
by the next
commentators
time.
And popularized by series like Content Cop. But drama has existed since the dawn of YouTube. I remember all the way back in 2012 when I watched a lot of Call of Duty content because, as you know, I am a gamer. And there was a very renowned call-out video uploaded which obtained well over 1 million views.
The classic
and probably would
YouTube
have
look?
obtained many more if it hadn't been deleted. In an environment like that, such a statistic was hugely impressive, and it had a great impact on the YouTuber it was directed at, who left the internet altogether shortly after. However, with the constant manifestation of communities and lack of real culture surrounding the nature of drama, with it more seeming like
Welcome
an
back,
unintended
Sidekick.
side
You
effect,
haven't missed anything.
nothing ever seemed to mold its way
They're
into
just going through
YouTube
what
history,
drama's
and we
like.
tend to reminisce about the early 2010s on YouTube with the innocent nostalgia that we have since assigned to it. That's not a facet that can be considered with the commentary era, and since its rise, every major conflict seems like a blemish imprinted on this beautiful platform, for better and for worse. Yet the sensation that drama provokes has ever remained the same. It was still one of the most iconic feelings when that Call of Duty drama in 2012 was transpiring. It was a rush, someone being exposed, conflict within the community.
I do
The
think
truth is
5-star
plain.
rating was
Many
good too.
creators and audiences alike thrive on drama. The appeal of it is indisputable, and as it has grown out of its reputation as a byproduct and into its own genre, it has become more powerful, and people feel less afraid to indulge their more dramatic side. On top of this, with the increased mobilization of online communities, it has been granted additional consequential value that we can observe over the past
The right
few
opinion
years.
is saying
One
a
of the
lot
most
of
prominent
jargon.
outcomes of this
Like,
is
this is like
when a
me
person
kind of
makes
just
strong or
watching
revelatory
it,
claims regarding
but
another individual
not
and
listening.
their behavior.
Like, listening
Typically
but not
with the
actually
intent of
understanding.
depicting
This
a
is how I
character
feel
that
in
had
work
previously not
sometimes.
been shown to the
There's a
audience.
lot of
You might
fucking
find
jargon.
someone
I'm sorry,
sitting
right
quite
opinion. I'm
sternly
not
glaring at the
like
camera
listening
before going into
whatsoever,
the
dude.
details of whatever they wish to disclose. Or you
Oh,
might
yeah,
just see
padding,
a neatly
bro.
posted twit longer. The overarching message will tell you that this person isn't who you thought they were, whether it's mere business malpractice or something.
Get started
a little
with
more
the Nick,
sinister.
bro.
There can be very real
Okay.
ramifications.
I'm sorry. I just had to. Are you, dude? It really feels like they're getting paid by the word. The right opinion. If you're in here, I apologize. I appreciate you letting us watch your video for now. But also, are you getting paid by the fucking word? Are you like T.S. Eliot out here? What's happening?
As we have just outlined, mukbang didn't emerge into the public consciousness until the early 2010s. This means that practically all mukbang creators had alternative careers before their YouTube channels took off.
Okay.
Nikocado Avocado is no different in that regard. However, his story is one of particular curiosity. What do I mean? Well, let's start off with a little clip.
Oh, good lord. I don't know, the 40-minute version is like a whole other person, so I don't really know how much we get to go into it. Ave Maria, bro? What, how recent was this? Oh, this was August 5th, 2020.
However, there are a few details that may contribute to the intrigue. Firstly, it was a vegan wedding. And secondly, as you may notice, it was accompanied by a rather delightful violin recital. That violinist was someone by the name of Albert Einstein. I'm just f***ing with you, it's Nikocado Avocado.
Veganism affects not only yourself, but it affects other people. It affects the environment. It affects the animals, of course. Animals that are being raised
It's so
and
crazy,
killed
dude.
for our consumption and usage.
This is so crazy.
It affects us spiritually and mentally, physically, of course.
Yes, this is Nikocado Avocado. As you can probably tell, he hasn't started making the mukbang content that he is renowned for quite yet. In fact, he was on what many would interpret as the opposite end of the spectrum. He was indeed a vegan.
This is the present.
That's the opposite end of a mukbang.
Look,
Do
avocado,
mukbangs?
avocado got an avocado. How cliche is this? So cliche. I can't even.
Most content involving him in this phase was uploaded between 2014 and 2016.
A vegan wedding?
However, if you were feeling
Probably because
particularly
the people who
inquisitive,
were
you
part
could
of
dredge up on old Twitter,
probably the
which
bride
advertised
and
his violin skills,
the bride
including
and
an
groom were
audition for the
vegan. That's
Glee
probably
project,
why it was a
which
vegan wedding.
TV series where the winner could have their own 7-episode character arc on the titular show. Unfortunately for Nick, opportunity didn't come knocking this time.
Is the right opinion
and his
technically a
existence
VTuber?
continued to
Just
be quite
asking.
ordinary. This is where we should introduce another creator. This gentleman goes by the name of Orlin. Orlin had a YouTube channel known as Orlin Home. On this channel, he would post a lot of vegan-related content. Most of it has been removed, but thanks to this one old screenshot and some old videos still
Are
up on his
omnivores
YouTube
not
channel,
welcome?
you can see what
Omnivores
the
are welcome,
content
but
now
omnivores can
belonging to one
also
of Nick's
eat vegan
alts
food.
used to
That's
be.
probably why.
My name is Nicholas, and I'm hungry.
What the? Oh my god! This looks. I know this is supposed to be a joke, but this actually looks like what they look
at
like
this
now.
Point, Orlin was in a relationship with our good friend Nick here. In fact, in this 2013 screenshot, you can see them posing for a very cute couple's profile pic. How adorable. Orlin lived in Colombia and they would visit each other on a somewhat regular basis. However, this meant that Nick would feature in some of Orlin's videos. However, Orlin held down the channel. It seems although he was active in the vegan community, YouTube wasn't always Nick's problem.
Yeah, let's just. I'm gonna say it out there right now because I feel like it needs to be said. I can understand a lot of people who only like I am an omnivore, right? But a lot of like months out of the year, I am either vegetarian or vegan. And that's for a lot of like other personal reasons. I'm not gonna make you do that or anything, but just in case somebody's like, well, the vegans are crazy. And I'm like, I mean, I'm vegan like half the time, so I don't know what else to say, okay? Yeah, exactly. It just like is a different kind of way of eating. It depends on the kind of people you meet, first of all. Second of all, I can understand if there's like a never be vegan or vegetarian. I can't be it forever either because your girl loves burgers like crazy. Second of all, we don't hate on our PNG tubers here. We don't. I have a lot of friends who are.
In a later video, he would say this.
In 2012.
So you don't put honey in your tea then, Lily? I actually don't put honey in my tea, no.
Animal rights video on my
but I'm also like, again, it happens to be like just food kind of stuff.
Online activism, though not under his current alias.
I'm only vegan sometimes, and yes, during those times I do have trouble not eating cheese. I do have to like buy vegan cheese, and it's just not good enough, and that's one of the reasons.
Showing that despite of his subscribers, he otherwise had no activity. Now there was activity, but for many people looking, you'd have a hard time finding that. But we'll save that tea until later.
So Nikocado was with Orlin before they even became like a
promoting that healthy lifestyle. Most of this collab content appeared
That's pretty crazy.
2016 while he was still identifying as a vegan. At this point, certain vegan creators have picked up the mukbang concept as means to promote their lifestyle and provide fairly easygoing, accessible content.
That's pretty crazy that like Nikocado wasn't even like a YouTuber first. He just worked with other YouTubers first.
Prominent creators at the time, including Brianna Jackson, Cheap Lazy Vegan, and the somewhat popular creator Mummy Tang, who, by the way, seems like the most delightful person, and I will be highly disappointed if she ends up being exposed.
We have Nikocado avocado!
Did something happen to Mommy Tang? It sounds like something happened to Mommy Tang.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
In a lot of the content that has remained on YouTube from this Nick Avocado era, there is definitely a lot of flexing regarding his healthy lifestyle.
I like to work out. Do you work out?
I do work out.
What do you do? Do you do cardio?
Well, right now I do a lot of weightlifting. That's what I really, really enjoy. Yeah. But I do cardio. Actually, today I ran around our neighborhood for like longer than I thought it would. It ended up being like 35 minutes.
And then we worked out at home too. Don't forget that.
Yes, that was so much fun.
Give me some credit too.
Now, some vegans are known to be vocal regarding the
that was really awkward, dude. That was like the peak of like fake YouTuber personality. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mommy Tang. If you know, I'm saying something rude to somebody nice. I don't know. Nikocado, it's a whole different story, okay? Call me.
The transition began to make more sense than less. One video that did catch my interest was an upload where Orlin talks about Nick's first time. Now, if you were going by the title, you may assume something a bit more racy. However, it's actually the first time Nick tried an avocado, which given the channel branding is obviously a big deal. Nonetheless, elements of the rhetoric caught my attention.
And Nicholas and I were very against eating fat back then because we were influenced by 80-10-10 and other raw vegan diets like 30 bananas a day diet or whatever. So we were trying to keep the fat to 95.5 basically because of, you know, the whole 30 bananas a day thing.
It seems that over the years, although it may not have been documented too clearly, Orlin and Nick's attitude to diet has seemingly softened. And at this point, although they may have still identified as vegans, they would gradually take more latitude within their lifestyle.
To call you. I said if they wanted to talk to me about drama, yeah, they can call me. If they were like, these people, they don't know what they're talking about. This VTuber was talking about me. Yeah, call me. I can talk. I can interview you. It's fine.
Indulge in a more mainstream approach towards presentation than his partner. However, nothing really caught my attention until around July of that year. Firstly, some routine mukbang content, but in the thumbnail, he would advertise how many calories are being consumed.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
This calorie content would also increase in future uploads that month, and he'd go on to promote vegan food that, in spite of their vegan nature, was otherwise rather unhealthy. On top of this, there is another video uploaded a couple days later, which appears to be a pretty fiery...
Okay, but look at that. I'm sorry. This is just not a flattering picture. I'm sorry.
On top of this, there is another video uploaded a couple days later, which appears to be a pretty fiery response to another pair of creators within the vegan community. With this level of knowledge, we can tell that Nick's outspoken nature would lead to
you had just said that! Dude, Spook, you had just said that!
Around the time, and his mukbang-style content showed the direction that he was headed. Over the next few months, his style would transform completely.
Oh!
Let's talk about that transformation.
I hate YouTube clickbait thumbnails so much. They're so creepy.
Now, Nick's transition
Me looking at my own thumbnails?
1 or 2 stages. Transition out of the vegan community and transition out of veganism altogether. So I'll be splitting this into these two stages and the observations that can be made with them.
Okay.
I am not a vegan. I'm sure many people will be aware of that, but at the same time, I'm rather indifferent to the lifestyle. And for many people, being vegan isn't something that they advertise on YouTube or in real life. However, vegans do receive a bit of stigma due to the self-superior attitude that a vocal few of them have.
Right.
Now, I don't think this
Hi, Shadow Gale.
reputation
Thank you
is
so much for the
completely
biddies. I
warranted because
appreciate
every
it. Thank you,
belief
thank
system which
you.
has what
I'm
they
not too
perceive as moral
bad.
foundations
I
is
haven't
bound
been
to have
able
some
to
evangelical
do my
individuals.
walk for as
It's
long
not
as I
that
was, or like
dissimilar to a
walk
religion.
as far as I
However, this
hoped,
means
but
a
I
few
did my
things.
walk,
First
which is
of all,
important.
that the YouTube vegan community is probably going to be a bit more dramatic than one might expect, because those most outspoken on their cause are often going to seek out mediums to maximize their influence. And when that happens, you'll
Find
likely
hot
have pushback
vegans
from
in your
outside,
area.
from people who hate your position as much as you hate theirs, and from within, from people who think that your attitude is the wrong way to bring change to the world. Nick definitely seemed like the sort
now
of
there's
person to be
Green
quite
86.
vocal against those in his own community, and his posts seem to prove that as well. Whether his points were rational or reasonable.
See, so here they didn't actually compare it. They're angry that other vegans compared it, apparently. There you go.
Is another question which I wasn't really able to deduce from his titles or Facebook posts alone, so we'll save this point until later. However, one thing is certain, these sorts of dramas will lead to inevitable alienation from that community, and much less obligation to the binding values that drive such a clique. So with this personal experience, Nick decided to quit the vegan community, uploading a 35-minute video at the start of September announcing this, with his own justification.
Okay, well, that says, I mean, does that mean that they're gonna quit being a vegan? Because being a vegan just for the community is a whole other thing.
I haven't made a video.
I know that they're
about
not.
1 week now, and I have no reasons for that.
I know that they're not a vegan anymore, obviously.
In this video, because there's a lot on my mind, and it comes from various angles.
Now, this isn't the most necessary to the arc today, but it is an important pit stop, so I'll do my best to summarize. First of all, Nick is sick of the puritanical nature of certain factions of the vegan community. He's fed up of the, quote, raw vegans, those who only support vegan food being eaten raw, and he's fed up of their attitude towards others within the community. He thought by leaving that community himself, he'd be able to escape those with that mentality, but ultimately he was not able to, and realized this spilled over into all communities relating to veganism. I will now show a select number of clips which both reflect the nature of the video.
Yo, what's up,
and are
Alex?
definitely
Nice
not
to see you.
ironic in the slightest.
To talk about your lifestyle. The cool thing to do is talk about someone's personal life, or this person sent a pic, or this person did this, or this person said this, and this person got cheated on. What's that? That's why this community is now. This is why I want to leave.
Aw, you're so
making videos
cute.
about who
You think
texted
it's
who,
just
who
your
cheated on who,
community.
Who said what, taking screenshots of comments from months ago and making dramatic videos about it. Like, if that is evident with just a few thousand people in the world who have gone vegan, then if the whole world goes vegan, we are not saved either. Mommy, take.
All right. Now that we're talking about cancellations and drama, just to remind you guys, on Monday on this channel right here, at 7 p.m. PST, we are going to be canceling me. We're going to go through all the reasons why we should cancel me. And we're going to play She's a 10, but. So just putting it out there, you know, sponsored by Lily Bell's Cancel Me stream on Monday.
Even Mommy Tang, who's done nothing to attack or belittle or chastise vegan YouTubers publicly, she still gets picked on. She still gets dramatic videos made about her, and she still gets the crazies that are coming after her and threatening her life. What is with it with the vegan?
The fact that Nico's actually like
whoever's been messing with Mummy Tang
speaking
better
is
back
the
up.
crazy
You
part.
mess with Mummy Tang, you mess with me. Now, throughout the video, he still refers to himself as a vegan, and even states this towards the end.
I'm still vegan. I love animals. I care for them.
Okay.
Right
now.
I've had animal products for over 4.5 years. But I'm done talking about it, which is really, really unfortunate. I'm done saying vegan.
Oh my God.
I know it turns so many people off. And even the people that are on your team are the first
Right?
ones to back
Right,
in the head. Just
86? Speaking and not actually crying.
This was not the end of the vegan diet for Nick Avocado. It was just the end of the vegan community. And although the like to dislike ratio on this video doesn't flatter him, it's not an unreasonable video for what it's worth. Although he had shown capability to involve himself with drama in the past, this seemed like a distancing from that, and he was ready to move on and be more mature. Over the next few months, he would gradually adjust his content to that more mukbang-oriented.
Listen, I know that like this isn't exactly healthy or whatever, but 50 empanadas challenge, big juicy burrito. Listen. Listen!
There were other uploads, but they were generally phased out. One observation that you could make is that although the food was still vegan, it wasn't exactly healthy. I don't think I'm making any shocking revelations here, but vegan food isn't always healthy, and some substitutes can be very unhealthy. Nick was definitely—
Oh my god, fried mozzarella cheese stick. You know how long it's been since I've had a mozzie stick? I miss carbs so much, you guys.
playing more into the cheat day side of a vegan diet, apart from the fact that he was cheating every day.
Sloths, welcome to another mukbang. Seriously, you guys, I've been—
What are you eating from KFC? You're still technically supposed to be a vegan.
Domino's pizza. Onto my sub. And then I also had Subway, the entire sub down my throat. Go. And this is not
I'm sorry.
Pizza.
I'm sorry.
And then I also had Subway, the entire sub down my throat. Go. And this is not including all the fruit.
You can fry cheese without breading it, Lily?
Now
it's too much fats for my macros. I'm sorry, but okay.
However, some of the videos became very popular, and
Catzilla is now boarding. Welcome to Air. Hope you have a safe and enjoyable flight.
The changing content. Certain videos did extremely well, and subscribers began to flood in at an unprecedented rate. It seems by leaving a
Nick giving us somewhere like
he was able to carve out
9,000.
his own niche of casually vegan mukbang content. However, Nick wasn't quite satisfied with this.
Right then and there. So anyways, now I eat whatever
Thank you, Shady. Have a good one, hun.
My memory, you guys, is bad. My clumsiness is getting out of hand. No matter how much I eat, how much I sleep, how much I exercise, eat my fruits and veggies, and even have my fun with fried food. Sometimes I have doubts.
These concerns would all be put on show in his video called I Don't Want to Be Vegan Anymore, which showcases Nick wrestling back and forth with his animal rights principles
also
and dietary
clickbait.
requirements.
Also
I have to be
clickbait.
myself, and I have to be honest with how I feel if I want to keep doing this. Right? Or do you just want me to lie and say that?
Okay, but the way that they like looked down and looked right back up going, right? Like that's so, is that a fucking Disney character?
Keep doing this. Right?
You see that? You see that?
Say that this is how all humans were designed to be, even though there's never been a culture or civilization on Earth to ever do it. It's okay. That's what's really natural. Even when we were evolving, eating bugs and other animals in the rainforests. That's okay. Don't worry about them.
Well, there are real things as herbivores.
It definitely
just to let you know,
a
though.
more emotional side to him.
Yeah, that definitely started like the emotional side. There is an herbivore.
Unfocused and doesn't seem to have the clarity of reasoning that his video on departing the vegan community had.
We come from different parts of the world. We have different...
I didn't know that he was already so... I was like... I didn't know that... I didn't know that he was already so emotional so early on.
Abilities to tolerate this and that. Some people just like bananas. Some people hate bananas. Some people can't stand lentils. Some people like them. Some people have different genes. Did you know? Did you know that this is so true? You know, I used to believe, oh, we're all equal. No. It's so true that there is a huge foundation to investigate and study the Jewish genes.
It's not like I don't think there are reasons why one may need to change dietary consumption. I doubt that amount of vegan food consumption would have been good for you. But Nick seems to be more improvising on the spot rather than explaining why he's made a thought-out decision. Here are some
that was a really fucking weird.
I think I'm missing something. It's so annoying. Like I told myself, it's a blessing in disguise that I do eating shows because I can eat an insane amount of food every single day and stay relatively thin, whatever. But that doesn't mean I feel good. And it's annoying to have to eat so often. It is annoying to have to go, like, be obsessed. Be obsessed. Where am I gonna eat next? Where am I gonna get my food? Is that vegan? Is that vegan too? Oh, now I have to vegan. Oh, it's annoying. If you're deficient in something, it doesn't matter how much you tell yourself, well, I'm gonna do it for the animals. I'm gonna do it to save the environment, save the trees. The poor trees are being chopped down for cows right now. I need to just... You can't be deficient for that long for the trees or for the cows. Does that make sense biologically? Crooked. Do you guys know the richest? It was a video.
Yeah,
about the
I think
world's
I
oldest
agree with that,
people,
86. I
okay?
think he's
And it
always
had,
been
like,
a little
20
bit crazy
the
now that
world's
I'm
oldest
looking at
people.
it.
Not a single one of them were vegan, okay? And the oldest lived lady on Earth ate 3 eggs a day. And that was her secret to living long. Now, I'm not saying everyone should eat 3 eggs a day, but I am showing.
Eggs are bomb, and if you told me to eat 3 eggs a day, I would. Honestly, I've been eating 2 eggs like every day for the last 2 weeks, and I'm not even tired of them.
That we aren't all the same. You don't understand the reason I changed the type of vegan diet I eat so much.
I love eggs.
Year after year, is because eventually what I was doing didn't feel right. And I feel like I'm at the end.
Me eating vegan, whenever I'm vegan, I eat a lot of pasta.
Supplementing 15,000 things every
Which
day.
is not the best, but that's what I do.
Money, so that's not an option.
Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah, no, that's
I'm not
not,
gonna do
yeah.
juice cleanses. I'm not gonna fast. I'm not gonna go back to raw food. I'm not gonna eat just potatoes. I'm not just gonna eat rice and sugar.
Yeah, ask the question, 86.
They don't make me feel good long term.
Let's talk about this more. All right, so
You're
you
a
can say
seasonal
what you
vegan?
want about
I
this
am.
video. They're a bit
I'm
strange and
seasonal
hard to
vegan,
follow,
seasonal
and
vegetarian.
It's easy to look at his content
like my
and think
eggs
that he may have
fertilized.
his own reasons for wanting to leave vegan content behind. He's talking about the health of his diet, but ultimately there's nothing particularly healthy in what he was doing. And many of his viewers pointed this out at the time. Vegan substitutes don't place you above the health
There
consequences
is vegan
when you're
pasta.
ingesting colossal volumes
I know
for
a lot of
YouTube
pastas
content.
made with vegans,
However,
or
although we
made
may
with
seem a tad
made with
ignorant, you
eggs.
wouldn't notice
A
much
lot of pasta
provocation.
is not made with vegans. They're made with eggs. I get it, but there is vegan pasta. I know. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here.
Sure, he may have some
Is
accountability
that durian?
issues,
Hey,
but
don't
it
say
was
shit
possible
about
to give his
durian, okay?
intent the benefit of the doubt.
I'm
For the
Asian
moment,
and
at
I
least.
love
That
durian.
moment
Don't
lasted
say
shorter than
anything.
one might expect, as less than 4 days
Are
later,
you
he
vegan,
uploaded a
Lily, or
video
are you an
called
omnivore?
Why
Okay,
Veganism
okay.
is
Let
Wrong.
this be the close of it. All the way after all. Sometimes I am vegetarian or vegan. Sometimes out of the year. And majority of the time, I am an omnivore. Okay? Just to put it out there. There's other, reasons about it that you guys don't really need to know or don't really want to know, I'm sure. But it is something like that.
And makes people go crazy. In the 50-minute video, he ups his arguments to 11, but something feels kinda off.
To think that we live in a world where we're all gonna...
Does Lily smell like a
where it's just
durian?
pure and
Unfortunately
never
not, but I think
or the
durians are
healthy.
yummy
You don't
sometimes.
have to contribute
Majority
to
of the time,
something
I love
bad in
durian.
order
I love
to
durian.
be
I love
positive
durian
effects
like
from it.
cake and fruit
Doesn't
and
make
shit.
sense. I mean, it might be a stretch, correct me if I'm wrong, but I very well could be. But I'm thinking, like, these are just little examples. I think of the Holocaust. The Holocaust was an awful, awful thing. People had to suffer. People were displaced around the world. People were angry. But what came of it? New laws, change, beautiful, beautiful art.
Well, that's my first one that I'll have to actually count for Nick. Cheers, everybody. Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I did not
music.
think that I was going to have to do this yet.
Sometimes light comes out of darkness.
A lot of the video is him speaking
alrighty.
very broadly about this idea
Jesus.
of veganism without any concise direction.
Jesus fucking
a lot of the
Christ.
time I was unsure about the point he was trying to prove, even though he had some all caps bold title with a very clear point. The video itself didn't have that bite, no pun intended. There are a lot of anecdotes and mostly about people who Nick knew.
You don't think I've tried? You don't, maybe you guys don't remember the interviews. I Skype called Dr. McDougall, Dr. Furman, talked to Michael Greger. I remember there was this one girl.
He's already crying!
Very popular. She was like one of the most watched YouTube channels. Now, you don't know who I'm talking about. It's a mysterious person. But she was vegan. This was like 5-6 years ago. There was a huge train of people coming out. This only happened within a few months, and then they were just kind of like ignored, and hopefully what they were saying would disappear. But a lot of you guys that knew me back then are probably gonna know who I'm talking about. A huge train of people, group of people that all got blood work.
You know
and they
what?
had high triglycerides. Remember, I don't want to give, I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
They've
but I
always
will
been
say,
crazy.
without
They've
saying
always
names,
been
there were
weird and
three
gross.
brothers.
What the fuck?
They were very popular, and they had all these fans, and they were really into building muscle and being athletes and this and that. I can think of another example. I was literally just out of the blue, like this is perfect timing. Just a week ago, maybe even less, like 5 days ago, I was on the phone with a friend, and she told me about this guy that was very like rah, animal rights, animal rights, animal rights. And he participated in protests, and I think he did a few undercover, like, slaughterhouse like, helped produce those videos or spread the social
I'm so confused. What?
Very, very enthusiastic.
What are they talking about?
3 years, I think. 2 or 3 years, not like a long time, but still, you know, 3 years is a long time. 20 minutes ago, today is Monday, I literally got a message on Facebook from a friend. She's really nice, and I kind of hung out with her this summer and stuff. And she sent me a message saying, hey, I saw your first video
It's
about
not
questioning
that.
veganism,
It's
and
like
I want to let you
the
know
way that they speak.
You know, you're in doubt, and that's okay. And I'm here for you if you want to talk, because she's vegan. But her partner stopped being vegan. He had been vegan for like 8 years, like
The speaking nonsense. Yeah, the speaking nonsense.
Like a long time. Yeah, basically said that it was very scary because their circle of friends, they weren't sure how they would treat him and this and that. Okay, I got an email from someone named, don't want to say her name, and
oh my
she's basically
God.
saying, look, I followed your path as well. She's been vegan for 10 years. Computer. He specifically asked me not to show this message, but he is Native American. And he told me that there's this huge misconception that Native Americans were very sad when they had a cure, and they felt so sad, but they did it because it's all they had.
Jesus Christ, Nick, is there anyone you don't know? And it's not like I don't believe these people don't exist. A good anecdote can always spice up a video. But when used to the degree that Nick uses them, it feels like a limp substitute for real evidence-based arguments. That Nick himself
Because it's true. That's exactly what it is.
Concrete evidence using cherry-picked studies. It's no listen, I know the meat industry probably does the same thing, so people buy more of their products. But there has to be a happy medium. And there is a reason why why a lot of people have problems down the road.
If I was to provide a personal opinion on the video, it feels that Nick had already made a decision and was trying to play out his transition as naturally as possible. Perhaps justify it to himself.
Yeah, I think so too, Spook. Bipolar is definitely possible.
Later, he's really out here putting pineapples on his pizza.
Wait, where the fuck did that bird come from?
But it is rather tame for what the title may imply. However, one important takeaway, other than the food, is that
not current Nico. This Nico, yo, pass. This Nico is very much into dudes, bro.
Defensive vegans, some of whom I'm sure were part of Nick's own audience. He frames it like a personal battle, but when you brand your video with such broad strokes, you're not far off the backlash. And he wasn't. That video scored a negative like-to-dislike ratio, with many people expressing their disappointment. However, there's no way that someone like Nick didn't anticipate this. He had already shown an awareness of the toxicity. What were his intentions? Well, over the next few months, Nick began to reveal these intentions. He made a couple more vegan videos, but then began to advertise his shift away from veganism, finally celebrating his full departure
oh my
with a
God.
trip to Domino's Pizza. An interesting choice considering one of his concerns about veganism.
The real question is this too. I actually had, I knew a classmate in high school whose like family was vegetarian. They had been vegetarian for majority of their life. So it had like when they ate meat once, right? It wasn't like it wasn't like religious or anything. So they tried to eat meat once and they got incredibly sick. So now I'm wondering how sick he got from the fucking Domino's
Were
pizza.
the health risks. These health risks continue to escalate over future videos, bringing his intent into question. Nevertheless, he continued to proclaim the benefits of his new diet.
What? That can happen?
I gave it an honest.
Your body? So what it is about your body, it basically trains. If you've had the same thing or not had the same thing for a certain amount of years, your body basically trains to not have that digestive like cell anymore. I don't know all the way about it, but I do know that like, you know, this starts to lose the ability to digest certain foods because you don't introduce it into your diet. So technically a lot of people, yeah, they do get sick once they like try meat again after years of vegan or vegetarianism. It makes sense. Yeah, gut biome. Thank you. Hopeful.
Attempt like no other.
I wonder what will happen to me if I try American Taco Bell. Yo, hey, seriously? Yeah, and with all those jokes about people being on the toilet, there you go.
Such a swollen face, and I still get very swollen faces.
You can definitely get it back. You can train your body to eat most things that is edible, right? But are they on a toilet?
Feels so good.
They're on a toilet right now, aren't they? Are they on a toilet? Are they just sitting inside of?
It's like a new set of batteries.
Oh, they're just in the bathroom. Okay.
Talk about sustainable energy.
And I'm not going to be the one to defend the vegan diet as the ideal lifestyle for everyone, but Nick's solution wasn't the reasonable answer. In his vegan questioning content, he spoke a lot of the time about bringing up diet and what human beings need to maintain a balanced intake.
Okay, maybe 50 of you. There's 50. You got 50 people right now. You're watching this video and you're in the same position as me. You've been vegan for many, many years and you're starting to have some doubts. And maybe you're getting some blood work back and your B12's low and your iron's low. Your omegas are low. Your calcium is low. You're not getting vitamin K2. Where do you get vitamin K2? How do you absorb calcium if you're not eating sauerkraut every day? Well, there's K2 in animal products, but what do you do if you don't eat them? There's all these different things. Albumin, where do you get them?
I take iron medication. I take iron pills because I'm low in iron.
To his already excessive diet, indulging himself to outrageous proportions.
Or I was last time I checked.
Challenges, so much fast food. I'm surprised he can't
This is definitely
support their value
crazy.
on the stock market. Because of this, people began picking up on his rather unhealthy consumption habits and raising their concerns that this was not conducive to the lifestyle that he had previously aspired for. However, in the true nature of the internet, some people went a tad too far and began diagnosing him with eating disorders. A lot of these people who were attacking Nick appeared to be those of the vegan lifestyle.
This is crazy to me that already during that time there was that many people concerned for their health.
Coming at him on his channel.
Over the past month, I have gotten thousands.
What is this shirt?
To the extent
This shirt is hideous, Nick.
Friends.
Of all the okay, but of all the things that Nick has done that is wrong, okay, this shirt is by far the very top. I'm sorry.
People I haven't even talked to for like a year or two.
I'm just saying.
Sending me messages on Facebook or even emails. Nick, I heard that you have an eating disorder, and I just want to let you know I'm here for you if you need help.
Oh my gosh.
With it or talking about it.
This is, yeah, that's kind of fucked up to start like sending people shit like that.
You're throwing up your food. You have bulimia.
That's definitely.
And, you know, why didn't you tell me? I thought I was your best friend.
This is not, no.
I have to say, I'm somewhat skeptical that it's thousands of people, but we will entertain this for the sake of discourse. Now, I don't think it was fair to accuse him of being bulimic or citing any
that's
eating
not right to
disorder without
do.
clear proof. You can always tell someone to go get help because they may have a problem, but straight up shouting at them is never going to make them listen. And Nick had chosen a perspective at that point. He was going to dig in his heels as much as possible. So a lot of people coming at him was just perfect ammunition.
Yeah, but that shirt is not okay, Shoes.
I have been doing mukbangs for months, many months, ever since last January of 2016. That's been a year.
No,
I mean, it wasn't
Arlen
that
looks
regular
so
back then. It was
different
maybe once every 2 weeks,
too.
once a week, something like that. But I've been doing them every single day for like 4 months, eating plant-based foods. But when I stopped being vegan, all the vegans now are coming on saying, oh, you have bulimia, oh, you have purging. They never said it before if I was eating the vegan calories, but since the calories are coming from animal products, oh, I have an eating disorder. That is terrible. That I don't even, you know, the rationale.
This is reasonable content to make a video on in principle, but for a person who had previously shied away from drama, he was suddenly, once again, rather outspoken. Now, there are many theories for why this may be, but for me, at this point, it seemed quite
I
straightforward.
really think that he can't help
many
it.
naysayers who were saying he couldn't pull off this transition, while also strengthening some bonds with his most loyal subscribers. He had built up this brand as the former vegan who had made content on them in the past. He was aware of how volatile some of them can be, but rather than running away from them, he was running towards them, blowing off that drama, facing off their points about his new diet and the health considerations.
It looks so good, though. It looks so good.
Make no mistake, the worst of community is never pleasant, but sometimes behind the worthless anger, there may be a legitimate point, and Nick was about to start losing that argument.
There we go. That's what I've been waiting for. Flip, we actually had Christian earlier. You're the one that's late for the flight.
Nick's always been a
just
rather
to let you know.
calculated creator. You can often tell this by the construction of his thumbnails and titles, although certain behavioral patterns may have an arc. His clickbait doesn't. With his content, he'll be sat down on the verge of tears in many screenshots, crying profusely, such as "I'm sorry I was wrong."
I love
Looks very
Stuffed
emotional,
Crust
but
so
the video
much.
itself is just him talking for 35 minutes in a rather calm tone.
So, during my journey, not all of it, but many moments of it, I just treated my own race, my own species, like dirt. because of what they were eating. So I have a list here. Again, this is not to stereotype. This is not to degrade. This is
I changed the title now. You're welcome.
This is about what happened to me, and
yeah, we
right?
finished
My
Christian
In this
update.
video,
And we're
he
at
once
Nico
again spoke
Avocado
about
now.
the vegan community, this time apologizing to those he alienated while he was a vegan. However, in some interesting retrospective reframing, he states that although he was obviously confused at the time, his main priority for shifting away from veganism was for the sake of mental health. And the truth is, he has never felt better.
then I decided I wanted to stop.
Is stuffed crust really worth trying? I would say yes, because I love stuffed crust.
The primary reason for me was mental health. That was the number one thing I said over and over. I felt like something was wrong in my head.
Now, this isn't exactly what he was previously arguing, but hey, good for him. If he makes him feel mentally better,
We're
then
not too
that's what
far
matters.
off. I think
I
we're
have to
in a
admit,
4
the cynic
hour,
in me
a
looked
4
at
and a
this
half
video as
hour
another rather
video.
underhanded
We're
way to
at
get
40
at
minutes.
vegans, but he does defend the lifestyle, and it would be a lot of effort to just prove a single point. So it would be unfair of me to make a judgment call, in spite of my thoughts about the levels of calculation. There's another point that I'll bring attention to with recognition to his drama videos. They often obtained less views than his mukbang content, which means that his motives for these videos weren't exactly view-oriented. With that in mind, they didn't feel completely sincere either. Now, with the knowledge of where Nick is today, everyone has one video where they think his behavior began
Yeah, we
to
can finish this one
unravel.
out, I think.
Now, as you can probably observe with what we know thus far, it has been a gradual process. However, for me, it takes a nosedive with one particular video, known as This Is Not Okay, which, unlike other videos, lives up to the thumbnail, but I kinda wish it hadn't.
You know, Orlin was trying to help me because I am clueless in the kitchen. I don't even know how to cut carrot.
This is so no.
It's a very uncomfortable
Oh my
video
God,
where Nick airs his
dude.
painful relationship issues with Orlin, basically going back over a situation and frankly some rather inappropriate details.
This is Amber Heard, bro.
I took the knife. I said, "What are you doing?"
Did Amber Heard watch this before her deposition?
And he was so sad. He's just like, "I hate my life. I hate my life. I hate my life."
There are multiple aspects that I thoroughly
fucked
dislike
up for
about
me to
this
say
video.
that?
Firstly, the excessive crying. Now, emotion is okay to an extent. Sometimes we channel emotion through our rhetoric, and that can be constructive to conveying our feelings. When it's emotional to the point of interrupting the video's message, then to many it can feel manipulative, particularly combined with the process of editing and uploading. Now, with that said, the emotions do match what he's talking about in the video. I would probably be thoroughly upset too, but that's the second point. There is no way that this content should have been uploaded. It's graphic details regarding someone else's struggle, and unless you're presenting it with their permission and in a helpful way, then you should not be uploading it. A formerly pinned and possibly now deleted comment by Orlin stated that he had provided permission as the video was filmed 2 days after. However, this is directly contradicted by Nick's own statements in the video.
Last night before bed, we were in here, and he came up the stairs, and his thumb comes in his arm. So something happened just right now.
This brings into question the creation and intent of such an upload and the nature of this relationship. On top of this, given the video's reactionary tone, it gives me an even stronger impression that it wasn't something that was created as a reflection a couple days after. And even if it was, it doesn't feel like it represented a truth, more a means of exploitation. However, this brings me to my greatest problem.
So I don't know what to think. I remember we were late in bed last night. And
You guys are fucked up, bro. You guys are fucked up.
Let's get married. And I made him so upset that he himself.
The fact that
God
Nick makes it
fucking
about
damn it.
himself. And that's what I really dislike about it. The waterworks that draw attention away from the actual story and more to his reaction. The almost irrelevant anecdotes that seek to justify his position. It gives the impression that he's asking for sympathy from his audience for a situation that they wouldn't have been aware of regardless, and they should not be. Certainly not for a video like this at least. The only content of value to any audience member is the information at the end that Orlin has broken up with Nick. And that is a negligible proportion of the video.
So like, you know, I almost died 2 days ago. You guys know about this. I almost died because I drank too much water. And I didn't want to go to the hospital because I didn't want to get an IV put in my head.
I just, looking at these videos, I thought that they were just the worst now, but they have always been the worst. They have always been the worst. Oh God.
I didn't want to get the IV because it freaks me out.
Now, some of the emotions do feel quite legitimate in the video, which may soften my opinion a little, but either way, it doesn't alter my stance on the existence of it and what it represents in the timeline of Mr. Avocado. Some of his audience also observed this unsuitability, though many others expressed sympathy for Nick, which also proves my point. I'd also add that another comment appears to imply that this video was originally titled something much more inappropriate and crass. But there were bigger fish to fry for Nick Ocado. You see, a week later, he uploads another emotional video on this topic.
Hey guys, it's me. I just came upstairs to the bedroom, I'm sitting by my bed, I turned on the camera, and I need to get this off my chest. I need to, you know, from my heart.
I'm gonna write this down. Hold on, I'm taking notes. In video, I need to get this off my chest. For my heart.
Person, I swear.
Await the YouTube video.
He once again becomes extremely upset, this time over the fact that some people were accusing Nick and Allin of faking this situation for views. Now, this video is important for two primary reasons. Nick exhibits a clear tendency to focus on these negative outliers. In spite of some understandably frustrated viewers, many people had responded sympathetically to his previous video. Yet Nick magnifies this negative response, frames them as serious allegations, and gets another 11 minutes of emotional content out of it.
People are so mean. Every little thing I do, everything. People are trying to bring me down. People are trying to tear me down. People are trying to knock me down to the ground. And I can't.
What the fuck did he say just then? What the fuck did he even say just then?
What I do know is that what happened was not made up. It was not fake. It was not a show. It's not all these things that people were saying. It was so real. It's so real that I see the scars.
Second, this more emotional content appeared to be a new precedent for how Nick wanted to treat, quote, drama. And with this video, a significant share of his audience took issue with this, stating that he should probably avoid projecting all these personal issues onto the internet. This wasn't just one or two trolls, this was a decent number of his own audience.
It's crazy that he actually
started,
like, getting all these people concerned for him very, like a way long time ago.
What was most important was the creation of this new persona, the new emotional, irrational, dramatic persona, and one which could pretty much take on any narrative at any point. It was a chameleon. This was a turning point for me.
Yo, what's up, Myers? Nice to see you.
They demonstrated an unhealthy obsession with the worst of YouTube culture, and his previous arguments
we
about
are going through a lot today.
were beginning to not quite look as sturdy as they may have seemed at one point. Many of his own audience were urging him to take a step back, and yet he did not. In fact, it was quite the contrary.
Dude, I think since the very beginning, he knew exactly how to manipulate the views by using sympathy. And that was the deal.
As said.
Okay, I think that's it. I think before we get into a whole new chapter, I think that's where we're going to stop. Because I don't want to continue this on and all that. And then have to like, I don't know. Like stop at a different place. I think this is it. This is where we're going to stop. I think people realize they could no longer convince him and just start laughing at him. I don't think people laugh at him now either. I think they're just disgusted by him, for real. And a lot of people who are new still do this thing. Yeah, okay. Whew, alrighty. We had a lot of things today. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Tomorrow I have a stream here that is earlier than my usual streams. It is 5 p.m. PST, and it is going to be rating shirts that go hard. And I actually have to prep for it. I haven't prepped for it yet, but I'm very, very excited. I hope you have a good time. I certainly will. I will see you guys tomorrow. Also on Monday, we will be canceling me. So come by to see how we get canceled or all the reasons I should get canceled. All right, thank you so much, you guys. Hold on. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. And I'm still all the way over here. Let me move myself. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys had a really good time. Even though we all suffered, we suffered together. That's the important part about these. We will see more of the never-ending nightmare of Nikocado Avocado from vegan to villain by the right opinion. And the next time we get an update of the Christian documentary series, we will definitely be watching that as well. I'm sorry for everybody who joined late and we did not get to watch the Christian documentary series, but I will see the rest of you guys tomorrow. Once again, all of my streams are uploaded onto, my stream schedules are uploaded onto my Twitter and my card, and now they are also on YouTube. Check out my YouTube. I would really appreciate it. Also, a Patreon. Insert all the cool shit here. Oh shit, I have to send you guys off somewhere. I forgot that this was not YouTube. Hold on. Let me send you guys off. I know exactly where to go already. Let's send you guys off to... Actually, hold on. Do I know? I don't know if I know. I don't know if I know. I want to send you guys off to some place really fucking like weird, but there's not anything that's too weird right now, I feel like. You know what? Let's send you guys off here. Yes. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. 86, thank you so much for gifting the stream elements. I appreciate it. Alrighty. This guy's super chaotic. He's playing Valorant. You guys actually get to watch gaming for once. Again, my name is Lily Bell. I love to travel and I suck at geography. Thank you for flying with Lily